Good morning, all. I'm Dwight Keenan, Chair of the Kansas Corporation Commission. I'm joined this morning by my fellow commissioners, Susan Duffy and Commissioner Andrew French. At this time, I will call to order this meeting of the Kansas Corporation Commission on this 28th day of July, 2022. Pardon me. Commissioners, the first matters for our consideration this morning are 25 items on the consent agenda. We're going to pull agenda item number 20, which is 22 TRAM-463-PEN. And I'm requesting that we pull agenda item number 16, which is docket number 23-CONS-3024-CPEN. If both of these orders are pulled, that will result in our consideration of the remaining 23 consent agenda items. We've had an opportunity to review the draft orders in each of these matters. So commissioners, I'll turn to you and see if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and I'll begin with Commissioner Duffy.
I have no questions or comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner French.
No questions. I move approval of the consent agenda except for the two items noted by Chair Keen, which are items number 16 and 20.
I second the motion.
Then moved and seconded that we approve the consent agenda in accordance with the conditions laid out by Commissioner French. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. The consent agenda is approved. We have three noticed items this morning, the first of which is docket number 23-SUPW-038-COM. This is in the matter of a complaint against Suburban Water Company by Chris Burkhardt. We have this morning an order on prima facie determination, and our presenter is our General Counsel, Brian Fedodin. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Commissioners. On July 18th, Chris Burkhardt filed a formal complaint alleging that Suburban Water overbilled him. This order finds that the formal complaint complies with KAR 82-1-220B and should be served on Suburban for an answer. With that, I'm available for questions.
Thank you, Brian, for the overview. Let's see if there are any questions. I'll turn first this time to Commissioner French.
No questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Duffy.
I have no questions and I move approval of the order.
Second the motion.
Then moved and second, we approve the order in this docket. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. The order is approved. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Next matter before us, next notice matter before us is docket number 22-BHCG-503-TAR. This is in the matter of the application of Black Hills, Kansas Utility Company, LLC, DBA Black Hills Energy, for approval of the commission for a gas system reliability surcharge per KSA 66-2201 through 66-2204. This morning we have before us an order adopting staff's report and recommendation, and our presenter is Jared Jevons, litigation counsel. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. On May 9th, Black Hills filed an application with the Commission seeking approval of changes to its gas system reliability surcharge tariff schedule. Black Hills' requested tariff is designed to provide for an incremental revenue increase of $1,373,596 based upon additional capital expenditures totaling $14,178,801. The Gas Safety and Reliability Policy Act allows natural gas public utilities to recover costs for infrastructure system investments through a monthly surcharge if certain conditions are met. The Act also requires staff to examine information from the utility and confirm the underlying costs are in accordance with statutory provisions. Staff filed an R&R in this matter on July 7th, 2022. Staff performed an audit of Black Hills' application to verify the surcharge was properly calculated and that the projects Black Hills seeks recovery on met at least one of the criteria set forth in KSA 66-2202F. Although some project descriptions required corrections, ultimately staff recommended all the projects be considered eligible for recovery in the GSRS. Staff did make one correction to Black Hills' request During staff's accounting audit to verify the surcharge was properly calculated, staff found the cost of a project overstated by $1,918. As a result, staff recommends the commission approve $14,176,883 in capital expenditures instead of the requested $14,178,801. This results in an incremental GSRS revenue requirement of $1,373,409, a $187 decrease from Black Hill's requested amount. This results in a monthly increase of 78 cents or $8.88 annually for residential customers. Thank you, and I will stand for questions.
Thank you for the overview, Jared. Let's see if there are any questions. I'll turn this time, I'll turn this time first to Commissioner Duffy, please.
Thank you. No questions, just a comment. This is extremely important work. I appreciate the effort that staff puts in reviewing the projects that were submitted. This is highest level safety, replacement of outdated infrastructure, and it occurs in areas all throughout Black Hills territory. And for 78 cents a month, I really view this as a bargain to ensure the safety of residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Duffy. Commissioner French.
I just want to agree with everything Commissioner Duffy said, and lest there ever be any doubt about the level of auditing that our staff does. I think, you lay it out there when they go project by project and they can find $1,000 out of $14 million of capital expenditures. Do appreciate the very detailed work that goes into auditing these filings, but I also agree this is money well spent. So with that, I move for approval of the order.
I second the motion.
And moving in second, we approve the order in this docket. Any further discussion? I'll add my me too to the observations of both of my fellow commissioners, and we'll leave it go at that. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I will call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. The order is approved. Thank you, Jared. The final, the final noticed item before us this morning is docket number 23-CONS-3017-CPEN. This is in the matter, excuse me, this is the matter of the failure of Ace Energy LLC as operator to comply with KAR 82-3-120 and KAR 82-3-133 by operating under a suspended license. We have before us a penalty order involving Ace Energy LLC, and our presenter is litigation counsel Tristan Kimbrell. Good morning, Tristan.
Good morning. Thank you. Before you is a penalty order for Ace Energy LLC, which continued to perform oil and gas activities after its license was suspended for non-compliance with the Commission's penalty order in docket 22-CONS-3410-CPEN. This order assesses a $10,000 penalty. With that, I would recommend approval of the order, and I'm available for any questions.
All right, thank you very much. Let's see if we have any questions. I'll turn first to Commissioner Duffy.
I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner French.
No questions. I move approval of the described order in this docket.
I second the motion.
Moved and seconded, we approve the order in this docket. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. The order is approved. Thank you very much, Tristan. Commissioners, by my reckoning, that comes to the end of our scheduled agenda for this morning. Unless there's anything further that you would care to take up, I would at this time entertain a motion that we adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Seal.